I used to be like at the DMV sometimes, just waiting for like 2 hours. And I have my laptop.
The DMV.
Yeah. And I swear, like, I have this thing, it can't just be me, but I admit it, is when if I was working on my laptop, because you're here and you can sort of see my screen, I would work really hard. I would work really well on
Oh my God.
Yeah, because I think someone's looking at me.
We struggle with this. This is for us, actually, personally, not for our viewers. But how do you organize your day? Like, what's your work routine like? Because you've never done a 9 to 5.
Yeah, it's constant work, and all my friends that work at home or have their own company have the same struggle with all the time.
Okay.
There are days where I watch YouTube all day. It's just totally true.
A little better now.
Yeah. Like,
Do nothing all day, and then like at 6 p.m. I'm like, God, I feel like a piece of shit. I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
What did I do?
Yeah.
I can't even believe that I've done nothing. And then I'll work like all night or something like that.
Okay.
So I make up for it. And the other thing is you have to trick yourself into working. Like people think like I should naturally be motivated. That's not how it works with really anyone.
Yeah.
You have to trick yourself. So I work with other people all the time. So fortunately we have like the Sumo office nearby, the Hustle office and stuff.
Nice.
So sometimes I'll go there. I have a spot at WeWork, and for some reason, like WeWork just makes me want to work.
Nice.
I don't know, it's just like nothing's going on, so you just sit there around other people and work. Like,
Nice.
I don't talk to anyone, I just work. So I do that, and then also, if I feel like working at any time, I go do it, right? So if at night I was watching TV or something like that, I'm like, ooh, I got a good idea. I'll go write for as long as I can. So when the inspiration strikes, like always have a laptop or something available.
Right.
I used to be like at the DMV sometimes, just waiting for like 2 hours. And I have my laptop.
The DMV.
Yeah. And I swear, like I have this thing, it can't just be me, but I admit it, is when if I was working on my laptop, because you're here and you can sort of see my screen, I would work really hard. I would work really well on
Oh my God.
Yeah, because I think someone's looking at me. No one gives a shit about my screen. But I think people can see my screen, and I don't want to look like the guy that's lazy. I used to have some roommates that were really lazy, and I'd always like want to look like the guy that worked.
Right.
And so I'd go work around them while they're watching TV, doing work. So I can kind of have this air of like, I'm working,
I'm like,
you're watching TV.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a bit of that, you know, if I'm honest like about it, but it's being around other people who kind of keep you accountable for it.
Right.
Yeah.
So how do you switch off then? Because for us, like we have our families and everything, and it's just like we can't make it work with their lives, and it's not that it's not important.
You
but
gotta work really
like,
hard on your own time then.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's unfair if you have a family to like be, you know, ignoring them most of the time.
Yeah.
Although I will say that there hasn't been too much conflict with that, because I kind of say like, okay, if I'm gonna spend time with these people, I can't be expecting to work the entire time. So I have to work doubly hard this time.
Okay.
But like on vacation, sometimes we go for family vacations with other families. My parents would be like, why are you gonna go work? Just come to the beach. And I'm like, you don't understand.
Yeah.
I have to do something today.
Yeah.
I need to just do this. Like, let me go for like an hour or two, like on my own. I won't even be around you guys, and just do my thing, and then I'll come back and be happy.
Yeah.
And so I have to. There's some element of like workaholism that I need to feel important or you know, useful.
Yeah.
And so I do have to do a certain amount of work. I can't go on vacation just because.
Are you listening, ma'am?
But it's fun.
It's so hard.
Some people are like, this sounds terrible. It's like,
no,
if you like what you do,
yeah.
Even if you don't like what you're doing, it feels good to be useful and needed and put out work.
Yeah.
It feels good.
Good work, yeah.
At least to me.
Okay, wait. Tell us about Amish Hour.
Amish Hour. Yeah, so phones and everything are great, and I love them, and I don't think we should go back in technology, but there is something about this constant like having Slack on and messages and shit coming to my phone all the time. And just sometimes you just need to kind of like blank out. And so what Amish Hours is basically I take like an hour, sometimes it's less, where I just have no screens in front of me. And so if you think about it, without any screen, no computer, no phone, no nothing, it's like, what do you do? It's like, read? I don't know, like,
Just take it to enjoy life.
I will say that I still use technology during Amish Hour. I still use lights and stuff like that, right? I tried before, but I like,
Okay, we're not going to tiki. Way back in time. Okay.
And then I'm like, wait, but there's air conditioning. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to take this to its extreme, right? I just need a time where you can focus. And I remember this, like, do you remember, I don't know how old you guys are. I'm 34. And so I remember a time when like we didn't have phones and all this shit all the time. And turning on the computer was like a big deal. You had to like have a certain thing to do on it.
Yeah.
And so you just had time to just do nothing. And just sit there with a paper and pen. And that was the time when I felt like I got all my good thinking And it takes some time to get to that spot. It takes some time to be bored and be like, and then you're like, wait a second.
Yeah.
And then you get that little spark, and then you can go down that hole.
Yeah.
And so I think it's super important to take an Amish shower, not every day, but at least a couple times a week. The other way I would do this is I go to the library. I still go to the library all the time, the one downtown. They're opening up a new one, which I'm really excited about. And I go there and I kind of like turn off my phone or put on airplane mode, and so no one can contact me. And then I just go read random books and it has to be a book I don't know about. So once I've read like every business book, I'm like, okay, they're all some so save money, work hard. Yeah, I got the point. I would go read like some history book, and I'm like, I want to read about Alexander Hamilton or something like that. But I force myself to skim and take notes, and that's when you start learning these new. You're like, oh, interesting. Like that same thing that's happening now happened back then.
Yeah, right.
That's when you get those good ideas, and it's like that brain leisure, I call it, that where you just think about stuff.
Yeah, that's actually an awesome thing. Nami has her own version called BSL.
Okay, there was a point in my life where I was very stressed out all the time, and I was like, okay, this is not sustainable, and like I can't. And I was also doing a creative job, so I would like take an hour, I would schedule in stress on my calendar, and I was like, for this hour, and I started calling it BS hour, and I was like, I have to like journal or like have a solo dance party or something.
Just like that.
But like basically, I just need to like expel all of my thoughts onto paper, and then like once this hour is over, I have to just walk away and like no more stress.
I will say one of the cool things is if you're being unproductive is you get a scratch sheet of paper, something that can't be traced. There's something about like paper, or I used to have this thing from Brookstone called a boogie board. It was just some dumb thing they sold for $20, but you could just sketch it as like an adult etch a sketch. You can use and you push your button and it just goes away.
Yeah.
It doesn't get saved. Yeah. So you could write anything on it. So some days I just wake up.
Murdered
I hope they're not saved. Yeah. And so I would write on that in the morning. Sometimes you wake up and you're like, you're just like angry or stressed or whatever the reason, it's just not a good day.
Yeah.
And I would be like, wait, what's the deal? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll write it down and go, why am I blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I didn't sleep enough. Okay, so chemically I'm a little imbalanced today. Or like I drank a lot yesterday.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so my brain is gonna be a little out of whack.
Yeah.
I understand that. Is it anything else? And then I'll start writing stuff down and I'll be like, oh, like really that's it. Like I'm just hungover today. I could either sleep more, go work out, walk around, drink coffee, whatever. And I would address it like that. But whenever you just think about it in your head, you go in a circle. It's like an endless circle of like, what am I saying, blah, blah, get distracted, see your phone, something, and then it just continues.
Yeah.
Whereas if I write stuff down as to why I'm not being productive, like really in a minute, it's all.
Yeah.
I also have to-do lists. I'm pretty big on to-do lists.
I'm a huge to-do
I've had the same to-do list for like 7 years. I keep all of them in a big binder. I would
You
look at them.
publish them on your blog, right?
I do. I used to publish them every day, but then people are like, just scratched out paper. Yeah. And so I feel like that really helps. I always make sure I know what I'm going to do the next day before. So the night before, every time. If you do it the same day, and also I'm really good about my boundaries with what people can expect from me. So if you said, hey, can you do this for me? I'll get, yes, by this time tomorrow I'll have it done. But I never say on the same day. Unless it's like super urgent or really quick. I honestly feel like women are worse about it. I don't know why. Like they're more accommodating and they want to make everyone happy. I'm just like, fuck you, dude. On this day, I have my list. And once I'm done with my list, I'm done.
Yeah.
That's another thing for stressed out people. I used to drive myself crazy because I'd finish my list and think, what else can I do? What else? Especially when you're like young and hungry. And I was like, wow, that's bad for you. Yeah. You have to like you can't do that forever. In fact, it hurts your work in the long run. You just burn yourself out. You don't give your brain any time off. So once I would be done with my to-do list, I was done for the day.
Well, again, thank you so much for being here. This was amazing. We're so excited. Celebrity! This is our version of Perd Happy's Young Herd with Perd.
That is the end of this story, and we're going to stop talking.